Libra, August 9th, I'm seeing a pattern that starts in the dark and keeps asking for more. The opening frame is shadow attachment meets unstable belonging and visible strain. So let's not sugarcoat it. You keep reaching for what hurts because it feels familiar. You check, you wait, you scroll, you tell yourself it means something. It does mean something. It means the loop is still feeding on you. The devil. The devil is the attachment. The devil is the temptation to stay because the chemistry is loud. The devil is the part of you that keeps going back to the profile, the thread, the memory, the thing that already showed you its shape. You knew this already. The devil says name the pattern before it names you. Track what feeds it. Is it late night checking? Is it boredom? Is it the need to feel chosen even by someone inconsistent? Don't call that love if it is just a trap with good timing. Four of Swords reversed. Four of Swords reversed is the strain. Four of Swords reversed is the mind that will not shut off even when the body is begging for a break. I need to say this plainly. You are not resting. You are staying alert to the wrong thing, doom scrolling instead of sleeping, answering texts while exhausted, feeling guilty for sitting still. That is the pattern here. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. This is not intuition. This is overload. Slow the pace, put the phone down, let your nervous system stop performing. The devil and Four of Swords reversed together. That is attachment plus agitation. That is when the bond is not stable, but your mind keeps trying to make it make sense. You keep replaying what they said. You keep looking for the hidden meaning. You keep trying to turn inconsistency into a plan. Don't do that. Don't confuse intensity with safety. Don't confuse exhaustion with devotion. If you are drained, your judgment is already getting pulled off center. Two of Cups. Two of Cups is the shift. Two of Cups is mutuality. Two of Cups is the moment you stop chasing a one-sided dynamic and start asking one question. Do they meet me halfway? This card is about the honest talk, not the vague talk, not the we'll see talk, the real one. The one where both people show up with the same level of effort. I'm seeing the difference immediately here. One bond leaves you guessing. The other one lets you breathe. Two of Cups says reciprocity is the test. Not chemistry alone, not the fantasy of merging. Real connection is structure. Real connection has balance. Real connection does not make you beg for clarity. So if you have been carrying the whole thing, stop. If you have been accepting mixed signals, stop. If you have been calling a draining attachment a connection, stop. Don't lie to yourself. This moment is simple, even if it feels hard. The devil shows what has you hooked. Four of Swords reverse shows where the strain is living in your body. Two of Cups shows what mutuality actually looks like when it is real. Choose the bond that meets you cleanly. Choose the one that does not require self-abandonment. Libra, August 9th. This is not asking you to be polite about the truth. It is asking you to look at the pattern and stop dressing it up. The Devil, I'm seeing a loop you already know by heart. You check. You wait. You tell yourself it means something because it feels intense. But the Devil is attachment, temptation, shadow, bondage. You keep feeding what drains you. You keep giving attention to what does not give back. If you are checking their profile, rereading the thread, or staying in the dynamic because the chemistry is loud, that is not love talking. That is the trap talking. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. It is the part of you that wants relief more than truth. Track what feeds it. Notice what you do right before the craving spikes. Then choose awareness over denial. Four of Wands reversed. This is instability at the base. Four of Wands reversed shows a foundation that looks like a celebration from far away, but up close it does not hold. You may be acting like things are settled when they are not. You may be trying to move forward, celebrate, or label something before trust is built. Hold on. If the room feels awkward, if the family dynamic feels off, if the home situation feels temporary, that matters. Do not decorate over cracks. Do not rush a milestone just because you want the picture to look right. Rebuild the base first. Ask where the structure is actually secure and where it is just performing security. Four of Swords reversed. This card is restlessness, overthinking, recovery, resistance. Four of Swords reversed says your mind is still running when your body needs a stop. You are answering texts while depleted. You are doom scrolling instead of sleeping. You are calling that staying informed when it is really mental strain. I'm seeing someone who keeps pushing through exhaustion and then wonders why everything feels sharper than it should. That is not intuition. That is overload. Slow the pace. Protect downtime. Put the phone down before your nervous system does it for you. Rest is not laziness. Rest is the repair. Two of Cups, this is the clean one. Two of Cups is mutuality, honest connection, balanced partnership. No chasing. No guessing games. No one-sided emotional labor. You know what this looks like when it is real. The text comes back. The effort matches. The conversation is plain. The energy does not leave you confused after every exchange. If you have been carrying the whole connection, this card says, stop. If you have been settling for mixed signals, this card says ask for reciprocity or step back. You wanted something that feels safe. This is what safe actually looks like. Not perfect, mutual. So this is simple Libra. The Devil shows the attachment. Four of Wands reverse shows the shaky base. Four of Swords reverse shows the burnout. Two of Cups shows the standard. One-sided is done. Performance is done. Exhaustion is not your personality. Choose the exchange that meets you halfway. The Devil, Libra, this is the hook, the pattern. You know exactly what you keep reaching for when it starts to sting. You check the profile. You reread the message. You stay in the dynamic because the chemistry feels louder than the red flags. That is not love proving itself. That is attachment asking to be fed. Four of Wands reversed. This is the shaky base underneath the pretty picture. You are acting like something is settled when it is not. The gathering feels awkward. The plan feels premature. The home, the relationship, the family space, the public image, it all looks fine from far away, but up close there are cracks. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. The cracks are the story. You do not decorate over them and call it peace. 10 of Wands reversed. This is where the load starts dropping. You have been carrying too much for too long, answering every text, fixing every problem, staying late. Over-explaining, over-jibbing, holding what was never yours to hold. And now your body is saying enough. The relief comes when you stop proving your worth through exhaustion. Ask for help. Hand something back. Let somebody else carry their own weight. Four of Swords reversed. Libra, the mind is still running. You are tired, but you are not resting. You are doom scrolling instead of sleeping. You are answering messages while drained. You are calling agitation intuition because silence makes you uncomfortable. Hold on. That is not a sign to push harder. That is overload. Slow down the pace, put the phone down, protect the hour, protect the night, let your nervous system stop bracing for impact. Two of Cups, and here is the truth underneath all of it. Mutuality feels different. It does not make you chase. It does not make you perform. It does not make you guess. Two of Cups shows the honest talk, the real exchange, the person who meets you halfway without making you beg for it. I'm seeing the contrast very clearly now. On one side, you are carrying, waiting, over-checking, over-functioning. On the other side, there is reciprocity, clear words, clear effort, clear return. This moment is mid-conflict, so the lesson is loud. What you have tolerated is showing you the shape of the bond. If you have to keep yourself exhausted to keep it alive, it is not balanced. If you have to ignore your own body to keep the peace, it is not secure. If you have to make the celebration look real before the foundation is real, it is not ready. So stop feeding the trap, stop carrying the whole thing. Stop pretending the foundation is solid when it is still moving. Rest, rebuild, speak plainly, and choose the connection that shows up with you, not the one that drains you dry. The Devil, I'm seeing the loop, and it is not subtle. You check the profile. You read the message. You tell yourself the pull means something sacred, but the pattern is attachment, not destiny. Don't fool yourself. If it keeps you anxious, keeps you watching, keeps you hoping for crumbs, then it is feeding the bondage. Name what you keep reaching for. Name what it costs you. That is the first cut. Four of Wands reversed. The base is not steady yet. You can feel it in the plans that sound good, but do not hold. You can feel it in the awkward family stuff, the half celebration, the talk that lands wrong. Actually, no, it is not fine if you are decorating over cracks. If the move, the commitment, the milestone, the public smile is happening before trust is built, then the foundation is still unfinished. Stop performing safety. Check what is real. Ten of Wands reversed. Good. Something is finally dropping. You have been carrying too much, answering too fast, doing what other people should have done, staying late because you cannot say no. That load is not proof of love, and it is not proof of worth. It is burnout. Let one thing go. Delegate one thing. Send one honest text that says, I cannot do all of this. You do not need to earn rest by breaking first. Release is the move here. Strength. This is the turning point, not force, not obsession. Strength. You do not beat the pattern by wrestling harder. You interrupt it by staying calm. You do not feed the beast. You do not chase panic or react on impulse. Hold your tongue if you need to. Breathe before you answer. Choose the harder, honest conversation instead of the dramatic one. Quiet control is the power move. Gentle does not mean weak. Gentle means you are in command of yourself. Four of Swords reversed. And here's the warning. Your mind wants to keep running. You want to scroll, text, check, analyze, replay. That is not intuition. That is overload. Let me rephrase that. If you are exhausted and still forcing your brain to solve it at 1 a.m., you are not getting clarity, you are getting strain. Protect the rest. Put the phone down. Stop answering while depleted. Sleep is not laziness. Recovery is not optional. Two of Cups. This is what clean looks like. Mutual effort. Plain speaking, someone meets you halfway without games. No chasing. No guessing, no one-sided proving. You ask directly, they answer directly. You feel the difference in your body because the exchange is balanced. That matters. Real connection does not make you spiral for proof. It does not keep you in the dark. It shows up consistently and it holds. Choose that, Libra, August 9th, because this is the moment where the compulsion gets interrupted. The pattern has been running on autopilot. Checking. Red shaking, feeding the thing that keeps you hooked. And I'm seeing the shift now, not because the attachment gets stronger, but because you finally see what it costs. The Devil, this card is attachment, temptation, shadow, bondage. The Devil is the loop where you keep going back to what drains you because the chemistry is loud. You check their profile. You read the message. You tell yourself it means something, even when the behavior is giving you nothing. Stop kidding yourself. If it keeps you anxious, if it keeps you chasing, if it keeps you trying to earn basic consistency, that is the trap. The Devil asks you to name the pattern instead of worshiping it. What feeds it? What keeps you hooked? What do you keep calling fate that is actually a choice? Four of Wands reverse. This reverse card is unstable foundation, delayed celebration, belonging disrupted. The Four of Wands reversed shows where the structure is not real yet. You want the milestone, you want the label. You want the public version of stability, but the base is still shaky. Maybe the plan looks good on paper, but the trust is not there. Maybe the gathering is happening, but it feels awkward. Maybe you are trying to decorate over cracks. Actually, no, that does not hold. This reverse card asks you to stop performing happiness and look at what is actually secure. If the foundation wobbles, do not call it home yet. Ten of Wands reversed. This reverse card is release, burnout relief, dropping burdens. The Ten of Wands reversed is where you finally put something down. You stop answering every text while exhausted. You stop doing everybody else's emotional labor. You stop staying late just to prove you can carry more. That is the move here, not collapse. Release. You do not earn love by overfunctioning. You do not prove loyalty by burning yourself out. Let one burden go. Ask for help. Reduce the load before your body forces the issue. Strength, this card is inner courage, gentle mastery, discipline, compassion. Strength is the interruption. Strength steps in and says, breathe first, react later. Strength does not chase the object of desire. Strength does not feed the beast. Strength sits with the urge and does not obey it. This is self-command. This is calm in the middle of a trigger. You do not have to act on the first impulse. You can hold your tongue. You can wait. You can choose the harder, honest conversation instead of the easier spiral. You already knew that. Quiet power is still power. Eight of Pentacles. This card is skill building, focused effort, craftsmanship. The Eight of Pentacles says build something real, one practice at a time. Not the fantasy, the routine, the draft. The repair, the habit that actually sticks. If you want a different relationship pattern, you practice different behavior. You stop the compulsive check. You stop the overgiving. You stop turning anxiety into devotion. You refine the skill of staying with yourself. Four of Swords reverse. This reverse card is restlessness, recovery, resistance, mental overactivity. The Four of Swords reversed shows the mind refusing to sit down. Doom scrolling, late replies. Guilt about resting. This is the nervous system running hot because it has not been protected. Slow it down. Put the phone down. Stop treating agitation like intuition. That is not insight. That is overload. Two of Cups. This card is mutuality, honest connection, balanced partnership. The Two of Cups is the answer, mutual effort, plain speech, meeting halfway. Not the one-sided bond, not the mixed signals, not the chemistry with no consistency. Two of Cups wants reciprocity you can actually feel in your day. A real exchange, a real yes. A real mirror, and that changes everything, Libra, August 9th. And I'm seeing the turning point now. The Devil, you already know what the trap is. The hook you keep feeding, where every check in and every reach for reassurance kept the loop alive. It's the checking, the reaching, the little hit of relief when they text back, then the crash when they don't. The Devil keeps you in a loop where chemistry feels like proof. It is not proof, it is attachment. It is the habit of feeding what drains you, then calling it fate. Stop kidding yourself. If you keep looking for the same person, the same sign, the same reassurance, you are not being guided. You are being pulled. Four of Wands reversed. The foundation is not solid yet. The shaky ground beneath the celebration, where the structure looked ready on the outside but still wobbled underneath. Four of Wands reversed shows the part where something looks like it should be stable, but it still feels off in your body. Maybe the plans are there. Maybe the label is there. Maybe the gathering is happening, but the joy feels forced. The smiles are a little too tight. The home base is not home yet. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. If you have to decorate over the cracks, it is not ready. This card asks you to stop pretending the structure is secure when it still wobbles. 10 of Wands reversed. You are carrying too much. The load you were never meant to carry, the extra weight you kept taking on even when it was already too much. 10 of Wands reversed is the moment where your back finally says enough. The overfunctioning, the extra texts, the fixing. The emotional labor that nobody asked you to keep doing, but you did it anyway. You answer while exhausted. You keep the thing moving. You keep proving you can handle it. That is the burden. And this card says release it. Drop one load, hand one task off. Stop carrying what was never yours alone. That matters, because relief is not failure. Relief is the first honest move. Strength. This is not about forcing the situation. Strength is the calm face, the steady breath, the pause before you react. You do not need to chase, prove, or push. You need self-command, the same calm strength where we saw that calm is stronger than compulsion. You need to hold your nerve when the old pattern tries to hook you. Strength says you can feel the pull without obeying it. You can want the thing and still choose better. You can miss someone and still not go back into the cage. That is real power. Quiet power, the kind that does not perform. Eight of Pentacles. Now we build. Eight of Pentacles is the daily work, the repetition, the practice. The part where you stop asking for instant transformation and start refining what actually holds. One honest conversation, one cleaner boundary. One better routine. One skill worked again and again until it becomes natural. This is how trust comes back, the steady practice that rebuilds what broke, one repetition at a time. Not through declarations. Through consistency, through showing up the same way more than once, through doing the work when nobody is clapping. Four of Swords reversed. The mind is still noisy. Four of Swords reversed shows the restlessness, the late night scrolling, the answering when you should be sleeping, the guilt when you sit down. Your nervous system has been running hot for too long. So of course the body is tired and the mind is still pacing. Do not call that intuition. It is overload. Slow down. Protect your downtime. Actually rest, not perform rest, real rest. Two of Cups, and here is the clean line through all of it. Two of Cups is mutuality. Real exchange. Not chasing, not guessing. Not carrying the whole bond on your own back. Two of Cups says the connection has to meet you halfway. Plain words, clear effort, balanced energy. If it is real, it can survive honesty. If it is mutual, it will not punish you for asking for reciprocity. So the moment lands here, release the burden. Stop feeding the trap. Build the base with actual practice. Then see who still meets you there. Because what can hold you will not need you to collapse first. Okay? That's all I've got for now. If this hit, you already know what to do. Please subscribe. Tell your group chat. I'll see y'all soon.